wandered lonely as a cloud, searching strange, familiar streets. And though the time of year had grown indifferent, I discovered a world awakened and enlivened. I am afraid of nothing. An extraordinary journey beckons. Let's greet one another differently. We must.
I was born in China, and as a little kid, Cadillac was the ultimate symbol of American luxury.
It's always this brand that I kind of held out as this incredible American icon. If you think about the Cyclone from the 50s or the Eldorado from the 60s, I mean, it's always been this future-forward brand.
Cadillac was not only the premier luxury brand, but it also was a brand that was a sign of innovation.
Every new entry for Cadillac is an opportunity for us to elevate the brand.
Working for Cadillac, an American luxury brand with such a strong heritage and a pioneering spirit.
It's always been defined by performance, by technology, by styling, by innovation.
Everything has to feel extraordinary. There's no detail too small, there's no stone that gets left unturned.
With the shift now to electrification, it gives us yet another opportunity for a whole new future for the Cadillac brand.
This is what we need. This is what our world needs.
LYRIQ announces the next revolution in personal mobility.
It represents ingenuity. It's everything that I went to engineering school for.
It's an honor to represent the crest and
work on a brand that really believes in
changing the world.
Not just for us, but for our children and our children's children.
Given the transformation that the entire industry is going through, and I think it's very fair to say that Cadillac can play a lead role and we can bring it back to where it really belongs.
What's in a charge? A belief? A wish? Or something more steadfast? An electric charge that does more than power a ride. One that lights the way for a new relationship between us and the journeys we take through a world we cherish, experienced anew.
When you're working on a Cadillac, there's this extra sense of commitment because you know that you're responsible for the future technologies of the company.
We're serious about an all-electric future, and we have what it takes to deliver. The LYRIQ is built on a new modular electric vehicle platform powered by Ultium. The crown jewel of the Ultium system is the battery cell itself, where our strategy is to use the fewest number of the largest cells possible. These cells are then packaged into modules. This system is a simple, lightweight, and a space-efficient solution which enables us to optimize the battery energy storage and the layout for each vehicle design. The Ultium propulsion system will be launching with a new chemistry where we've taken a standard nickel, manganese, cobalt chemistry and we've added aluminum, which gives customers more range at lower cost.
We'll be able to achieve much better mileage, much better charging capability.
We've designed LYRIQ to achieve 300 miles of range on a full battery charge.
We will also offer both a level 1 and a level 2 AC charging, as well as DC fast charging capability up to 150 kilowatts to make sure that the concern of range and the concern of charge time is not something that will ever get in the way of the Cadillac customer being able to enjoy their driving experience.
When you reflect on what we have to work with in terms of the Ultium propulsion system, the battery technology itself, the drive motors, the controls, that all comes together. LYRIQ is just the beginning.
Mountains, waves, sky. With every breath, I know I am not I. The earth never tires. The road is before us. Every destination, another memory that makes us whole. Sometimes awe-inspiring, sometimes jubilant, always human.
You spend years at drafting tables, in conference rooms, at computers, math modeling in clay, to get the vehicle to the point where you actually sit behind the wheel and drive it.
The electric propulsion system really opens up a lot of windows for us to offer a wide variety of range and performance options.
The battery pack is tied into the underbody to help stiffen the vehicle such that your handling, your steering feel, and your responsiveness are going to be quick.
The way the Ultium battery is integrated really helps us lower the center of gravity.
That combined with a nice wide stance to the vehicle is going to give you a great road hugging experience around corners. We designed this vehicle to have nearly a 50-50 weight distribution, which means
the more precise and the more fun to drive a vehicle is. The fundamental architecture of LYRIQ is rear-wheel drive. And then LYRIQ goes a step further with a performance all-wheel drive option that offers another drive unit in the front of the vehicle.
So not only are you getting power distribution to all 4 tires, but you're actually increasing your horsepower. This vehicle will be a no-excuses performance Cadillac.
LYRIQ is our first execution of a vented roof spoiler. So that allows us to maintain the square back shape of an SUV, but also get the optimal performance.
With EVs, we define performance on dimensions like acceleration and stopping, but it also goes to the range, the charging time, automated driving technologies, and in all of those areas, we're breaking new ground, not just for Cadillac, but for the industry.
We are rising to greet a new era, and the road rises to meet us. The birds renew their notes, and through the air their mingled music floats. Light, sound and color, technology, design, intelligence. New freedoms of form and function lend luxury a soul. Immediately, a subtle fire runs over the skin.
EV luxury is something that takes care of you when you least expect it. It's walking up to a vehicle and have it welcome you and really awaken all of your senses.
When you approach the LYRIQ interior, the first thing that'll be prevalent is the beautiful curved 33-inch display.
We have graphics that go all the way to the edge. The beautiful colors. The UX team did a beautiful job.
Traditional heads-up displays have one plane of information. This new dual-plane HUD has 2 different planes of information. One looks like it's floating on the hood, and another looks like it's floating on the road. It's a step beyond anything we've ever done before.
When it comes to the audio system that we have in the LYRIQ, it's a 19-speaker AKG studio. Our goal was to transport the customer into a recording studio. To establish that emotional connection, AKG is the right brand for Cadillac.
Often designing new features that you don't fully understand yet is a challenge. Super Cruise is a great example.
Super Cruise is the industry's first truly hands-free driver assist system, and it'll be coming to the LYRIQ. We've added many new features, the biggest one being our lane change on demand feature, where the driver can request a lane change and then the vehicle will execute the lane change on its own.
The components that make Super Cruise actually function, we designed them to be so seamless for the customer that we give them all the space and comfort that they expect in a luxury product.
As we strive for the best electric vehicle in the world, we are also making sure that we are providing a true luxury Cadillac.
We are Cadillac, and we do more than make cars. We exist to make every journey extraordinary, sophisticated and choreographed, seductive and liberating, scored in the key of life's richest moments, of journeys yet to be taken.
The challenge we had was how do we keep moving forward and how do we take Cadillac into a new direction where people see it as still a Cadillac, but very much a future-forward vision for Cadillac.
It is a designer's dream to start with an all-new architecture.
Attention to detail with the edges, the surfaces, the fits, the finishes, the selection of materials. We've thought several layers deep in terms of the future of Cadillac.
The interior designers start out with that first read, the beautiful surfacing, striking the lines and making sure that they are uninterrupted. And the placement of woods, metal, the contrast between cool and warm. And that allows for that second read. The third read is that layer of discovery. It's those discoveries that help the customer fall in love over and over again. when you open the door. We have this layered approach to the wood and metal, and it's illuminated from behind with a beautiful texture that's also in the speakers below.
If you look on the end of the IP, we've got merlettes in there that's kind of like an Easter egg. As you open the center console, the little drawer opens, and it's beautifully lined like a jewelry box.
And it's the texturing within the metal that you find around the curved screen on the IP. And that same texture you'll find on the multifunctional controller.
It looks like it's made by a watchmaker or a jeweler. That's the kind of surprises that we wanted to develop for a luxury customer.
The exterior design is no longer limited with a constraint of a combustion engine, so it's an opportunity to really push the fashion of car design. The LYRIQ unveils the new face of Cadillac. We wanted to reinvent the crest in a way that looked very technologically advanced, but had a very bespoke appearance. The black crystal appearance of the grille and the avant-garde lighting are integrated artfully. When we walk up, the lighting sequences start with the badge, and then it fills in through the grille, pushes the light down and back from the nose to the tail.
My ultimate goal was to make this hands down the best Cadillac SUV that anyone has ever seen.
The LYRIQ paves the way for Cadillac's all-electric future. It sets the tone for Cadillac's design language moving forward. It's effortless, it's simple, and it's refined. LYRIQ harmoniously blends sculpted surfaces, fluid lines, and next-generation technologies.
Creating LYRIQ is just a chance of a lifetime to lead a team that is extremely passionate and creative.
We knew that we were working on something really special when we started to give luxury EVs a soul.
This is going to be one of the most fun to drive vehicles that I've ever worked on.
There's nothing about it that doesn't captivate me. When we get aligned behind a task and a mission and a vision, we can accomplish just about anything.
Never forget, fellow traveler, that you are here, that life exists, that the powerful play goes on, and you will contribute a verse. Introducing Cadillac LYRIQ.